All right, hey, we back on, man. Thank y'all for joining me with Talking with G. Man, we're gonna jump back into this. Told you we're gonna start back up with this Chiefs versus Saints, Browns versus Giants, and Seattle versus Washington games. These are some big games, man. Um, Chiefs and Saints, the two best teams in the in the conferences, man. Uh, Kansas City looks as dominant as they did towards the end of the last season. It seems like they have their footing, man, and uh, Pat Mahomes is doing Pat Mahomes things out there. Uh, I I don't see very many weaknesses in their game, man. So uh, if there's another team that I love to watch, man, and loves watching, it's the Chiefs, dog. Um, they're never out of a game, and they play just enough defense, man, to uh, keep it interesting. You know, um, they seem to make plays when it's needed. I love to watch them boys play as well. And the Saints, man, uh, they probably have one of the best coaches in the league. Um, there's not many coaches, and I know I talked about it earlier. You know, if you lose your quarterback, then your season's pretty much over. But this coach for the Saints, man, Sean Payton, he's he doesn't care. He will plug in anybody and make it work, especially at quarterback. He did it last year, um, and he did it this year, man. And he's that real quarterback guru that people always talk about. Yeah, you're right, Jay. He actually makes the next man up motto real. And I think he makes it hard for everybody else to try to do the same thing, man. He makes it look too easy. Um, he definitely he definitely gets the best out of his players, especially his quarterback. Um, he knows how to play to their strengths and hide their weaknesses. Um, he did it last year with Teddy Bridgewater. Now he's doing it with Taysom Hill, man. So that's going to be a hell of a matchup. To see the wits of Sean Payton against Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy. Uh, these two high prolific offenses um, going at it, and I know the Saints aren't as as prolific as they used to be with Breeze out there, but they still make the game difficult for you to figure them out. Um, I think last weekend was just an anomaly. I don't think Philly's actually a better team than the Saints are. I think they just caught them on what did they say any given Sunday. I think they just caught them on that Sunday. Um, and absolutely, Sean Payton is from the Parcells clan, um, and he uh, he brought up Tony Romo too. Um, he's just great with quarterbacks. Um, he he made Drew Brees uh, who he is. You know, um, he's turned him to a Hall of Famer. So that's gonna be a hell of a game. Um, the Browns and the Giants. Uh, so the Cowboys got flexed out of this game. This was actually supposed to be that's the Sunday night game. That was actually supposed to be the Cowboys and 49ers. Uh, being that the Cowboys are sucking it up and the 49ers are not in contention for any playoff, they moved us to noon, so we're playing at 12 o'clock now, and they put the Browns and the Giants in our position, in our spot, um, in our televised, nationally televised game. They took it away from us and gave it to them. So these are two teams, man, that um, were playing really, really good ball, and they're both coming off losses. The Browns played a classic game against the Ravens on Monday night. They said it was probably one of the best Monday night games that they've seen in a while. Um, I know they said definitely of the year. And then the Giants, uh, surprisingly, took a L to Arizona as bad as they did. I didn't think Arizona was that good of a team. I thought the Giants had been playing well. I thought the Giants defense had been playing at an almost elite level. But Kyler Murray just went to work on them boys. They had no answer for Kyler. But I think they are both battling. The Giants are still trying to win that um, NFC East, so they're still in contention for that. And the Browns are are actually playing really, really good ball. Baker Mayfield is actually playing under control, making the right decisions. But what's making the game easy for him is the guy has their team has a wonderful running game. And then that defense at Miles Garrett is playing lights out. So uh, yeah, it does seem like they're playing a lot better without OBJ, but I just think they're just getting into a rhythm. I don't know if it's because OBJ is not there. I just think the rhythm they're not they're not relying on Baker Mayfield, and I think when OBJ was there, I think you want to get the ball in your playmakers' hands, and so you throw the ball more than you probably should, and I think that's why they kind of struggled because that's not the type of team they are. That's not the type of player the quarterback Baker Mayfield needs to be for that team. Um, Now they're a run first team, and that's what's making them tough. That's what makes them uh, a team to be reckoned with. If they run the ball first and limit Baker Mayfield's um, opportunities to mess up, that makes them better. OBJ will probably be gone next year. There's a lot of teams that will love to have OBJ on their team. So I don't see him being there because like I said, they have found something that works, and you don't need an OBJ for that. OBJ is a guy who needs touches, and for him to be the OBJ, if not, he'll just be a AJ Green, you know. Um, and that's not a bad player. It's just not what you want from OBJ. You want to get the full OBJ. Um, so he'll have to be somewhere where he can show out to make them that much better. Like Houston should be a landing spot for OBJ. Um, OBJ definitely needs to Houston. They need to give your boy some help, man. Deshaun Watson is doing it on his own out there. But if you bring an OBJ, you got rid of his guy Hopkins. Um, you got a speedster in Will Fuller, but now, he's out. Um, you have to um, you have some intermediate players, some slot receivers there, but you don't have a star. You bring an OBJ in there, man. You change that whole dynamic of that team, and you keep Deshaun Watson happy. So I think Houston would be a great landing spot for OBJ. Um, and the last game I wanted to talk about is that Seattle Washington game. Seattle came off a huge win this past week, 44 points they put up, and they've been struggling. And they 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 found that game, that a game that everybody, every team needs, that feel that get right game, and everybody know who that team is, the get right team. Um, and that actually is starting to be more than just one. You got the Jacksonville Jaguars, you got the New York Jets, and um, I'm ashamed to say, man, my Dallas Cowboys were that at one time. Um, but definitely the Jaguars and the Jets, they are definitely get right teams, man. And Seattle got right. They got right last week, man, but while playing them. And now they got to see if they can take that and move it to this week against the Washington football team and that defense. Woo, man. Uh, they stifled the 49ers last weekend. They stifled us. They stifled the Steelers. That defense is not to play with, man. Them young guns down in Washington, they mean business, and they are definitely the best team in NFC East. But they are they are trying to get on a run, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, they have a championship defense. I don't know if they have the offense that can maintain and keep them afloat in the playoffs, but that defense will definitely keep them in games. Um, so Seattle and Washington, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good game. Um, I don't know if he's coming back. I'm not even sure what his injury was, baby boy. My boy Corey asked, was Alex Smith coming back? Um, I think he will need to be there for them to actually for the playoffs. I think they can win right now without him if he's banged up. But you'll definitely need Alex Smith in the playoff. I think you'll need his leadership. You'll need his his maturity. You'll need him not to make mistakes. I think with the guy Allen in there, I think he'll make too many mistakes in the playoffs. Um, so yeah, but I like I said, that Washington football team's defense makes the game easy on their offense, and then you get your boy Gibson back too. And that running game, that zone scheme running game they use, man, it's tough. It's tough to deal with. So I definitely see them being a tough out in the playoffs. So um, let's move on, man, to the next sports topic tonight, and let's talk about this NBA. AD and LeBron are back. They're getting in their first action, man, of the season. Um, I know my boy uh, Jay, prolific man, as a huge Clippers fan. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on how you feel about them now after watching them play a couple preseason games. Um, my boys are looking good, man. We're playing. My Lake Show's playing the Suns, the young Suns tonight. I believe it's like a 34-32 game right now. But the boys have found a stud, and I said this on a last show. They found a stud, and this guy is gonna be something nice, man. Our backup point guard. Um, was it? What's my boy's name? Um, Horton. Uh, put up 30, 33 the other night. Uh, put up 19 the first night. The guy is calm and cool. Uh, and then everybody, the guy that everybody wanted to trade, Kyle Kuz, um, is playing lights out, man. The boy is shooting the ball like crazy. Um, I don't see us losing again this year, man. I'm sorry. The boy. I know it's preseason, but with the pieces that we've added, it's gonna be tough to play with us, man. I'm sorry. It's gonna be tough. Um, so I'm excited to see my boys out there. Excited to see Braun and AD get back on the court. As Braun just shoots a little fadeaway. It's 34-34 now. Um, did y'all? So y'all know y'all your boy Harden has been acting like a little baby. He wants out of Houston. Um, he's not satisfied with them bringing in Wall. I think he needs. I guess he wanted somebody else or more people. I'm not sure what he wanted, but he wants out. But he did come back and play yesterday. And they have I think they have a good squad. I think Harden actually needs to stay in doggone Houston, because I think with him, Wall and Boogie Boogie Cousins, I think they can put up a nice little run. Um, but your boy Harden came in yesterday, and I hadn't seen Harden all year. Besides the little videos that you see on Twitter and of him working out and working on his game, and I read somewhere where he said he's been training with his trainer in Atlanta and in Las Vegas. This man's trainer name must be Diamond or something, or White Chocolate. 'Cause that bad boy was like a doggone Pillsbury out there, dog. Um, I he looked out of shape. I don't know if y'all saw Harden last night, man. I mean, the man had rolls on the side. The man uniform was tight. Uh, and he's not a fast guy. He's crafty with the ball, but he looked out of shape last night. And I didn't watch the whole game, but the pieces I did watch, my boy didn't look. He didn't look right. He didn't look right. Um, so maybe he just decided he's gonna get in game shape during the season. But the boy, woo, yeah, he was working out in Atlanta, all right. That doggone Club Nicky's in Magic City. Um, is Club Nicky still around? I don't think Club Nicky's is around anymore. Is it? I think it's gone, ain't it? Um, so yeah. Uh, and then your boy Giannis is staying in Milwaukee. I'm proud. I'm happy for him, man. I'm happy for Giannis. Uh, 5 years, 222 million, something like that. The max deal. Uh, the guy he's now you gotta get him some help. You get the boy some help, man, and you have something. But I think Harden is if he wants to go somewhere, that's where Harden needs to go. Um, that way he can be the shooter all he wants. Then he has defenders all around him. He has another shooter out there with Middleton. Um, I think that'll actually be a good landing spot for Harden. But it seems like Harden doesn't like playing with anybody. Um, he wanted Chris Paul, didn't work out. He wanted um, Melo, didn't work out. Um, was it Melo? Yeah, Melo. He wanted Westbrook, didn't work out. So uh, at some point, man, it might be not everybody else. It might be you, Harden. Um, but just going back, let's just jump back on Melo. Boy, Melo looked like Denver Nuggets Melo. Whoo, boy. That mid range, the three, he slimmed down. Melo looks in shape. Uh, that that can be a problem. Um, I was listening to um, what was it? All the Smoke podcast with your boy Stack and your boy Matt Barnes, and they had um, Paul George on, and they was asking them like, so what players were toughest for you to guard? And man, it's Melo, hands down. Um, Melo can do everything, man. Melo can post, he can jab you, he's strong, he's tall, he can dribble. He was just tough to guard, man. Like, um, and a lot of people say that. I think Kobe even said that Melo was probably his toughest one. Like, Nuggets Melo was a monster. I don't know if y'all remember Melo when he was in Denver. That dude was a monster. Um, tough, tough. Uh, my boy Corey asked, why does nobody want to go to Milwaukee? Um, well, first, it's Milwaukee. Um, and it's cold. uh, and then it's a small market. So a lot of these players, they they want to they want to build themselves. They want to build their brand as well. So it's hard for a big name um, to go there and build their brand too. Um, it's about outside of the sport that you're playing. What else can you get out of it? Um, isn't I think that's a lot of it. I think a lot of it is you don't want. Do you want to raise your family there? And honestly, I've heard great things about Milwaukee, um, like Green Bay. Um, I'm not sure where the Bucks play at. I'm not sure what city they play in, but I think you gotta think, man. The athletes, um, there are a lot of young athletes. They're 20 in their 20s, man, and it don't seem like it's a lot to do in Milwaukee, man. Outside of when you finish playing basketball, what can you do? And you spend a lot of time in that city. You know, the seasons are long, so you spend 7, 8 months in that city. You kind of miss out on a, on things to do. So you probably do a lot of traveling to try to go do things, and you probably waste more money doing that than you should or you would like to. So I think a lot of that stuff weighs in on it, man. Um, I think Giannis coming there, it was easy for Giannis coming from where he came from. It wasn't. It's better. It's better than where he came from. You know. So, like he probably won't ever get his brother to come there. His younger brother, but younger brother staying in L.A. So I think that plays a lot into it. Um, the market, man. I think the market is just it's hard to get big superstars to come out there. Um, that's why I think Harden can do it because Harden's already established and you know he's already in that max contract part of his life. So he has the funds to be able to do all those things. A lot of young superstars don't have it, and um, so that's what I think, Corey. I think that plays a major part in it. Why it's hard to get them to go there. Um, like people want to go to New Orleans. It's a small market too, but shoot, there's a lot to do in New Orleans, man. So it's not really that hard to get somebody to go there as long as they pay them. I think that was the issue with them. They weren't willing to pay and willing to bring enough help. Um, but that there's a lot of small market teams that that struggle with that. Um, so OKC is about to be one of them. Uh, they they seem to lose all their superstars, but it's not a lot. I'm not sure, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot to do in OKC either. And you see, all their superstars are gone. They had Harden, they had KD, they had Westbrook, they had Chris Paul, they had Paul George. Um, shit, then they even had Carmelo. So, um, it's tough for the small markets. The big market teams, man, they have an advantage over a lot of them. Um, and that's why to go back to the Cowboys, that's why Dak ain't going nowhere. And that's what I was saying earlier. It's like he has so much to gain, um, and so much to lose uh, if he leaves. And he's in the best position that you can be. Um, so that's what I think, Big Dog. But well, yeah, that's it, man. Hey, shoot, I don't think I got nothing else to say, man. I didn't talk it all up, man. I was trying to see if my boy, Mike was gonna get on. Like I said, he's taking care of his wife, man, taking care of baby girl, going through that COVID. So, um, they, definitely keep her in your prayers, man. Lift her up. Everybody lift up Tiffany Prince, man, for me. Um, Tiffany, we love you, baby. Get well soon, man. Uh, and be strong, Mike. Take care of her, dog. Uh, who else? Who else? I gotta send a prayer out to. Um, oh, my sister-in-law, Jen. Uh, Kent, my brother, get well. Um, and anybody else that may be battling anything, man. Uh, keep your head up. Just know you're loved. I love you. We love you, man. Um, and remember, y'all, voting has started. Get out there and vote. Georgia, get out there and vote, man. Um, Early voting has started. Everybody that's voted already, kudos, kudos. Uh, you got to January 5th. It's the last day. Go vote. Let's go. Also, Warnock. Let's go, baby. Uh, all right, man. I'm out, man. I love y'all. Hey, look at my finger, dog. You see that? My nail finally came off. Hey, but I'm out, man. Hey, I love y'all. Hey, we'll do another show coming up Saturday morning or Sunday morning, baby. Y'all know it's the pregame. Let's get it. Peace.